Hi there, Aries, and welcome back to Star Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly tarot forecast for the week of the 24th through to the 31st. So I went ahead and laid out the cards. Let's see what's going on for Aries. First up, we have the Eight of Cups in the upright. Next, we have the Ten of Pentacles upright, followed then by the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And next we have the Two of Wands upright. And lastly, we have Major Arcana Temperance in the upright position. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and interpret this read for you guys. First of all, your overall energy for the week is that of the Eight of Cups in the upright position. The Eight of Cups generally speaks of having a lot of emotional fulfillment, but something is still missing. And it's this feeling that we need to go out and search for that little something extra that sort of puts a kick in our step, so to speak. It's definitely not a card of any kind of emotional being sad or anything like that. Not necessarily. The Eight of Cups does not mean that for me. It just means that we are already on a certain level on the emotional front, but there's just something missing that we need to go in search of. And we all hit that spot from time to time, and maybe it's just some of you Aries are just feeling that way, some sort of way this week, and you just feel that maybe you're just sort of missing the mark a little bit. It could, sometimes the Eight of Cups can represent walking away from an unsatisfying situation. But for the most part, I find the Eight of Cups is just basically representing we're okay with where we're at on the emotional front. It's just there's something missing and we need to go and pursue it. Now, when it comes to emotional fulfillment, that can play out in many different ways. For some of you, it can be playing out in a relationship realm for sure. For others of you, it could just be representing emotional fulfillment in the sense that some people get their emotional fulfillment from their jobs or from their hobbies. So for some of you, maybe that's what it is. You're just sort of at this sort of place where you can't seem to get the full emotional fulfillment that you're actually looking for. Okay? Now, coming into the week of the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, so you have the energies of the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. What a beautiful energy this is. I find the Ten of Pentacles represents fulfillment on the security front. It can sometimes represent abundance, financial abundance, absolutely. It can also represent just feeling really contented with the security, the level of security that we have. It can represent sometimes pay raise or bonus. It is holiday time, so maybe some of you are receiving a bonus or doing really, really well on the financial front and feeling really good and stable. And it's also the card that represents sharing with others, family members, and things like that. So definitely good energy coming into the week. Now, it's followed by the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. The Eight of Wands, this is a card that represents communication and so forth. When the Eight of Wands is in the upright position, this is representing a lot of communication coming back and forth, rapid emails, text messages, that kind of thing. If you're putting out a lot of correspondence, you get back a lot of correspondence, and quickly things move quite rapidly. It's also the card that can represent travel as well. But when it's in the reverse position, this can represent sometimes glitches where we're coming up against, maybe some of you were traveling or had some travel plans and they were delayed or canceled or things like that. For others of you, it could just represent some communication that's not coming forward that you were expecting, and it's just not happening. A little bit of frustration and delay. Moving on towards the weekend of the 30th, 31st, you have the energies of the Two of Wands in the upright position. This is really good energy. I find this is where we're making a plan for some of you. It could be, again, maybe planning to travel if you had some delays in your travel. Maybe you're making a new plan, planning a new route, or things like that. For others of you, it could just be making a new plan going forward into the new year. Perhaps it's just in the thinking stage yet. Nothing is really solidified, but it's kind of there in the background. You're sort of thinking about it. You're making plans and feeling pretty optimistic going into the new year. So that's really nice energy. And lastly, you have the Temperance card, Major Arcana Temperance, in the upright position. The Temperance card is really lovely energy. It speaks of balance and harmony and mixing and blending of sometimes two opposites. Sometimes we think that this situation is not going to work out because in case of say work situation, for example, maybe you feel like if I work with this person or for this particular company, things won't work out, we're not a good match. But this card says, yes, you are. So that's what I mean by blending blending opposites successfully. Also, too, it can just be representing balance and harmony in the relationships that you're in, balancing things out in terms of balancing your checkbook, or balancing out things in terms of it's Major Arcana, so it's kind of strong energy. Maybe some of you are you know, making some serious plans for the new year, and it looks like whatever it is you're formulating at this point, it looks like it has a good potential to turn out well, and to you know, to bring you to harmony. Both of these cards represent balance, the Two of Wands as well as this. So whatever it is you're going towards, there's going to be a balance energy. So I hope this reading helped you, Aries, and if it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Bye for now.